Okay, so I'm doing something that I have never ever done before. I am posting a video blog. I recently started a regular blog, which I swore up and down I was not going to do a couple weeks ago. Um, but I have some things that I just want to get out there, and it's about my medication. Um, I am bipolar. Bipolar 2, but I've had episodes of mania with a couple of lucid hallucinations, so I guess I'm kind of borderline with also with mixed episodes too, where I'm depressed, but I'm mad and angry that I'm depressed at the same time. So I'm kind of a complicated lot. On top of that, it's panic attacks and insomnia. Um, so this summer, I spread myself way too thin with a job and a starring role in a play that were both about 150 miles apart from each other, and driving back and forth and whatnot. And long story short, I raged. I got fired from my play. I have been more than likely blacklisted from performing any other time, any other play in the small little town of York. So, sufficient to say that I have gone back to a doctor to get my medicines figured out and start the whole psychotherapy thing again, which I'm not against. I love having somebody to talk to, but when you don't have insurance and you're working part time and spending all that money on gas to get places, being able to talk to somebody is kind of a sporadic deal. You can do it while the money lasts, but when the money goes, then so goes your treatment options. Well, I am now working with Blue Valley here in York, Nebraska. Not a place that I really wanted to go in the first place. I was there about 11 years ago, and the quality of care was subpar. I mean, completely subpar. This round, I'm just a couple weeks into it. I'm still making up my mind about whether or not I want to continue. Um, but this video is really about the medication side of things. Um, my new medication aide, my medicine lady, has prescribed about 2 weeks ago Seroquel extended release, 300 milligrams. I was supposed to stop taking my regular Seroquel, which was part of my sedative regime and had been for a few years, and to start taking this new extended release pill once, a day, 3 hours before I want to fall asleep, and gradually get off of the Neurontin, the mood stabilizer I had been on for over since 2001 actually. So that's 13 years of being on the same mood stabilizer. Well, anyway, I started taking the Seroquel extended release 8 days ago, and I wasn't really happy about it because I remember trying it before, but she wants to try it again. It was either that or lithium, and lithium is the reason why I had to get onto the Neurontin because it was toxic, started seizures, and I had to repeat freshman year of college all over again. But we're digressing. So I was was past tense, the Seroquel XR, and I went online, as a good little person, and I read the possible side effects and when you're supposed to use it, and when you're not supposed to use it, and how you're supposed to take it, and everything. And then I went online to YouTube to find testimonials as to the benefits and the detriments of taking this medicine. And I've got to tell you that what I experienced on Seroquel XR was not what a majority of people experience on Seroquel XR. Um, Examples being, I did not fall asleep. I saw videos where people were reporting that they were spending 19 hours a day sleeping. 19 hours, and it was 12 hours, and it was 8 hours, and it was back to 14 hours. I have not been able to get my body to fall asleep before 4 o'clock in the morning, regardless of what I take for the past month. 4 o'clock in the morning, so my body shuts down. So this Seroquel didn't act as a sedative. No sleep. Which meant that if I wasn't getting any sleep, then it acting as a mood stabilizer wasn't going to happen either. And it didn't. Nothing changed with my mood. I've been raging and depressed and cycling really, really quickly. I mean, it's every couple of days. Or sometimes it's within an hour. I'll be depressed and then I'll rage and then I'll go back to being depressed. I mean, that's how bad it's gotten. Now, I kept taking it because, you know, stopping anything cold turkey just brings on a whole new host of side effects, and I was going to follow doctor's orders. However, this morning, 8 days out, I woke up with every muscle and joint in my body hurting and sore like crazy, especially my neck. And I was itching really badly, especially around my neck. So I walk into the bathroom, look in the mirror, and lo and behold, as you can see, I have this nice little rash. Turns out I am allergic to Seroquel XR, 300 milligrams, because that's what she started me at. So I am no longer, as of today, I am no longer on a mood stabilizer, because I had to gradually come off of the Neurontin, and this was the last day of the last 200 milligrams that I was on. So now there's no Neurontin, there's no Seroquel, there's no anything to really stabilize my bipolar. She says stop immediately and come in on Thursday. Well, I couldn't get a hold of the office to figure out if she meant this upcoming Thursday the 5th or our scheduled Thursday on the 12th. And if it's a scheduled Thursday on the 12th, that will mean that I will be off of mood stabilizers for 2 weeks, a full 2 weeks. And that is longer than I have ever been off of mood stabilizers for the past 15 years. And before this, it's been maybe a day or so, and then I've been on something. But no, I will be 2 weeks completely mood stabilizer free, which means everything's going to work out of my system. And I am going to be too much of everything. I'm going to be too angry, too sad, too manic, too depressed, too in tune with things, too tuned out. I'm going to be too sleepy, too alert, too everything but normal. And for me, normal on a scale of 1 to 10 is 7 to 3, with 5 being the middle ground. If I can keep myself between a 7 and a 3, I'm good. But that's not going to happen. And I am really, really scared about what's going to happen these next 2 weeks, because it doesn't take a whole lot of time for the Neurontin to completely come out of the system. And I'm doubting that it's going to take that long for the Seroquel to come out of the system. So I am going to be a raging bipolar woman with anxiety attacks and insomnia, and it's going to go untreated for 2 weeks, which, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's just 2 weeks. No, it's 2 weeks, okay? If you are bipolar, you know that it takes months to get right, but it takes just that to go wrong. And I am going wrong, and I am going to go wrong. And I see the train wreck happening in front of me, but I can't do anything to stop it. And I really just need, you know, friends around me, not Facebook friends, not online friends, not I'm with you in spirit friends. I need in the room friends, friends who I can feel the presence, friends I can be goofy with and try to get out of this depression with. There's friends that'll hold me down if I start shaking and raging or anything, but I don't have that. What I have is a house with cats and a chihuahua that hates everybody and a bird and a mother who gets scared and cowers in fear every time I rage. So there's just nothing for me going in my favor right now. And there's nothing you guys can do, because you're you're watching this and you're probably going to hit like or dislike or make some odd, stupid comment, because that's what people do as a society. We're just wired that way. But I needed to tell somebody how I felt out loud. And since none of my friends want to hear it, I'm kind of just putting it on the shoulders of strangers. So thank you, stranger, for listening to my ramblings. Goodbye for now.